Hey, I got cigarettes. I thought I had. Correct. Yeah. And they keep complaining about my coming online. They keep complaining. And no one controls your life, boys. You're not doing anything illegal. You're not doing anything wrong. And they want to control your life. So I've had enough of that. I've had enough of that, boys. I don't do nothing wrong, man. I've done nothing illegal, nothing at all. I've stayed on my thing, man. And all they've got is just more of the same. So I can only go in there on my own, fucking, try and, do what you have to do, yeah? Just keep a smile on your face. They hate that, okay? For some reason, they really hate that. And, yeah, but don't ever think like that. Like I came online today, because someone sent me a message. It's on there, one of the videos. Don't ever give up on yourself, man. Don't like. You didn't. In your heart, you didn't do any of these things or whatever they're talking about, and there's no substance to whatever. So you'll find that in your life a lot, gentlemen. You'll find that in a lot in your life. People will tell you don't do this or do that, and it's not their life. You're not doing anything wrong. If you're doing something illegal, fair enough, right? But we've never done anything. We've never. So I'm just going to run my race, and everyone thinks I'm crazy. They're all trying to paint me as psychologically, which is just insane. They pick, 10 seconds or something, and record that, whatever they're doing, taking whatever. I don't really care. I don't care what you're doing, okay? And you want to choose that, then go right ahead. Go right ahead. Do whatever you're going to do. I'll let God be the judge and let God, I'll stay on my small path that I have. And I may be broke and I may not have any money and rah, but that doesn't make me a less of a person or a less of a father or a less of a parent or less of anything. Just because, someone else has more money than you, it doesn't mean they're better than you. Okay? So, anyway, I just needed to unload a little bit. I've got things I've got to do. I wanted to get out of the house for a little while. I wanted to show you that you don't try not to dwell on things. You got to get out and have some fresh air. And I'm going to take an adventure into Frankston. I've got to go and talk to the job lady. I want to try and get some kind of employment before I head into the big room. I'll try. At least I'm trying. That's all I need to tell myself. At least I'm trying. I'm doing my best I can in the situation that I have, and that's all that you can do. That's all that you can do, viewer. Don't let others pressure you into you've got to do this, you've got to do that to make them happy, and that they're not happy unless you do this. Or listen, mate, they don't give a shite about you. Nothing. Brass, they don't give a shite about you. Remember that. While they're with another bloke, whatever they're doing, they will love to have orders on you in your life. And I've told you that over and over and over. If you ever get one of these orders and one of these things they want to, unless you're doing something illegal, then you need to be in court. You need to fight it. You've got to take the day off work. You've got to go to the court. You've got to sit there all day. Like I don't sign anything. I'm not signing any agreements or deals. So I'm last of the court, last on the line of the court, and adjourned 6 times. They adjourned it 6 times, collating evidence against me for a lifetime. What was it, DVO or AVO, whatever they had on me at the time. And we fought that. We went 6 times, each adjournment. I'm there, okay, and I've learned how they pressure you and how they try and manipulate you and how they try and get you to sign shit and all on the easy. You'll be in and out of here real quick, rah rah, all that kind of thing. And we had it dismissed. Dismissed. Okay? Remember that. Dismissed. Vexatious litigant. Okay? So no, mate, you don't ever give up. You never give up on yourself, bro. And it doesn't matter what they accuse you of, doesn't matter all of these things they want to invent. They just want to invent things that you're going to do, not going to do, this, that, and the other. You've never met the person. You have never met this person. They do not know you. They've never spent any time with you at all. There's no conversation in anything at all. Remember that. The people that you're reading, whatever you're reading, gentlemen, in your life, they're trying to accuse you of, that person has probably never met you. They've never met you. And here they are writing a report or writing their commentary on your life. They'll watch something, they'll hear something and they don't like. And you'll make a post on your own Facebook thing, mate. People are getting arrested just for making a comment. In England, mate, London, all of that. You can't even make a comment without being jailed. So no, they want complete and utter control over you. I'm just going along like a normal bloke, mate. I'm not anybody. I'm just a normal bloke. I was basically doing my arts, making masks on the internet, and I used to have people watch me, and that's how I started. And then all these games were getting played, all of these things were happening in my life I didn't understand. And I went on live to, because I didn't have any friends, I didn't have anybody. So, I went on there to ask people, what is this normal? That's how it all started, man. It didn't start any other way. That's how it all, I wasn't even Lord Dobby then. I was Garage Arts. I made masks, the same as I'm doing now, but I was a lot more popular. I had a big workshop. The whole garage was masks. So I was popular, and you speak to people every day. You talk to them every day. I wasn't anybody's enemy. I had good bonding with my chat. I had good people in my chat. I was a successful artist. And everything just went to shit. And it didn't matter how I tried or what I tried or I didn't understand. Once you're out, you're out. Once they've flipped, they've flipped. And there's nothing you can do. From there on, they're making plans without you. You're out of the picture. You're not even in the picture, but they pretend that you are. So all of that I did not understand, and that's how I started. That's how the whole thing started. I didn't become Lord Dobby. I did not choose that. I chose the name, I suppose. I can't deny that, but I did not create Lord Dobby. Lord Dobby was created, but I did. He was created over time. That's what I evolved into. That's what that's what can happen to you. So be careful. So I'm going down to the job agency. That's where I'm off to. A lot of pain. That's where that all come from. I can't act that way anymore. I'm sorry, I can't. They videotape me. They hold it against me. They drag me into court. I'm this, I'm that. I'm like stuff I can't. I don't even want to give it legitimacy. I don't even want to give it power by talking about it, because all it does is give it power, and it's all bullshit, boys. The whole thing's just stuff they've made up, accusations and stuff there's no proof of anything. There's nothing, nothing. They're producing things that just don't exist. They've never existed. If I said these things to you, you would agree that never happened. That never happened in any live stream that I ever watched, man. And I was on every live stream this guy did. Like, I was there, okay? And because a lot of people watched my shit all day, every day. They send me pictures that I'm on their TV screens, for Christ's sake. There's nothing on TV. There's fucking nothing on TV. I can't blame them. They fucking put my head on their TV and watch me. Because there's nothing on TV. You're watching reruns of a rerun of a rerun that we've watched 20 times. A 1949 movie, for Christ's sake. Older than black and white. Like, it's a movie that's made out of stone. It's just fucking pictures in stone, right? So I don't blame him, man. It's an entertainment thing, right? That's what it is, right? And showing you my life and showing the ups and downs and what you got to go through to get through there. And that's what my channel has been about. And every time I raise an octave, then in their mind that justifies everything. That's how their mind works. That any time I do anything that they can say, look, that justifies everything. And it only takes one thing, guys. Just one thing, and they can hold that one thing against you and go, look, see, I'm justified in everything that I'm saying. Doesn't need any proof, doesn't need anything, right? But because you've done that one thing, they now pull that out. I'm done, mate. It's, as I've said, it's everything but see, everything but talk to, everything but spend any time with. It's everything but. And that's how it will always be. It doesn't matter, I've already got paperwork. I've already got that, and that's not obeyed. So what would it matter any other paperwork now? That's not going to be done either. So the only choice they've got is to take all from me, you see? And I'm just going to go there anyway, boys. We just got to go anyway, see what happens. But anyway, one day at a time. One day at a time. I've told you, it's always one day at a time. That's all I can say to you. Road to freedom, man. Yeah, I can't do any of that anymore, man. I can't do any. Sorry, man. That's why my stream. That's why everyone goes. I can't do any of that kind of stuff anymore. It's also, man. That was a period in my life. There was a period in my life I've been diagnosed reactionary. So that is how I was reacting to the situation that I was in. See what I mean? I've been diagnosed. So I didn't know any of that before. Okay, I'm the one that went to the doctor. I'm the one that answered the questions. I'm the one that wanted to know more about myself. So that's what I did. And I found out that I'm reactionary. So that's why I don't react to people anymore in the chat and stuff. That's why it's changed. You see, I can't do that anymore because I've been told those things about myself. So I have to change that, okay? But that was the chat back then. That was my idea of the chat, okay? Listen, man, I was at the market one day, okay? A long time ago. And one of my mates gives me the phone. And there's this guy swearing on the phone. I don't know who it is. I've got no idea. He's fucking going off his head at me. And I'm like, mate, shut up. And I just gave the phone back to Troy. And Troy started laughing at me. And I said, what's that? He said, it's a joke line. I said, what do you mean?
He said, well, normally when someone's swearing at you, if I give that to somebody else, they would start screaming at the guy, who are you talking to, arguing with him. I've gone, yeah. He said, it's a computer. He said, it's a joke line. It's a computer. So that's what gave me the idea of the string, to react to everything. And it kind of like, I was having fun, but it got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I agreed with everything that they've said. I am responsible for my words and actions. I have no excuses for anything. Um, but never, I learnt a lot, and I am responsible for my words and actions. Okay, I am. So I've been through. They recommend this or they recommend that, And I've already done them, boys. I've already done their behaviour courses. I've already done their parenting courses. I've already done the things that they say that I should have done.
and I'm looking at it. What world do you live in? Fucking, like I've supplied the fucking things, right?
Well, I've supplied the certificates, man. Like I've been through all of that. I've done all the courses. And but we are the only ones that are responsible for our words and actions. We are the men. Only men are. Only men are held accountable for their words and actions. A woman is not accountable. She can accuse and do whatever the fuck she wants, and it'll be your fault. It will be your fault, 100%. So
That's what the men. That's the first lesson they teach you at that course. They ask you before you join. Are you responsible for your words and actions? You see, they've already got you. You see, and if you don't agree, then they can't help you. They can't help you, is what they'll tell you.
okay, because it's all your behaviour. It's nothing to do with the woman. You have to please her. You have to make sure that she's happy at all times, and her word overrides your word. Whatever she wants, you have to agree to. You are not allowed to say anything to her that upsets her or might make her upset, or she may not like what you're saying. You've got to think about everything before you say anything to her, because she's a treasured thing. Okay, that is what it will teach you, that you are so low on the ladder that you are below the cat and the dog.
I swear to God, that course will teach you that you are low. You know, the cat, the dog, the kids, the mum. You're down below there, and you pay for everything above, and you keep your mouth closed. Okay, you're not allowed to say the word no. I didn't know that. You're not allowed to say the word no to a woman. That's regarded as abuse. So at no time can you disagree with this person or have an opinion that she doesn't like, or that is what that course will teach you.
Okay, most men, I don't know, most men. I didn't speak to most men, but in the class that I was at, they were at their wits' end by the 19th week. By the 19th week, there was only one Muslim man left. There was only one. We started out with a few of them, mate. We started out with a few. But just those particular people, they found it very, very hard. Very, very hard because there's no accountability at all. None. 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 You got to get that in your head. It's all you. It's all on you, bro, because you're the man. And I swear to God, you don't understand that you're already down before you've walked in. You are hung. You
You just don't realise it. They've already done everything, bro. They've already tried to, right? So you're like the walking lamb. That's what they're looking at. Okay, they just want you to. Okay, I swear to God, in all circumstances, not just this one, in all circumstances, including the magistrates' courts, when I had to go through all of that drama.
I was automatically the lamb. I had to sign up. I had to agree to what they wanted.
They wanted a lifetime this, a lifetime that. This is created bullshit. None of it is real.
None of it. It's all created bullshit. We will delete the. We'll delete the. One of them was.
I, I filmed my child naked on live stream. That's what I was accused of. That was one of them. Just a video title. Looks like it came from YouTube, and that's what they're hitting me with.
That's what they said that I did. You think I'm going to stand under that? You think I'm going to agree to that? You think I'm not going to come out absolutely fighting? How dare you? So no, we're going to court. We're going to court. Not only that, but I want you to produce the video. Where's the video? Where is the video of me saying that? Because this is very serious accusations here. Right? In my country, you go to jail for that shit, brother. You don't have a channel. There's nothing left. Are you kidding me? It'd be over. These got community guidelines, mate. Like that is serious. That's just one of them. And then they come to me and they say, we'll remove the word your daughter, we'll remove this, will you sign? No. Okay, they come back 15 minutes. Okay, we'll remove the name, plus we'll remove live streaming, the word live streaming. Will you agree then? Are you kidding? I'm not agreeing to anything. I'm not agreeing to anything because this is just one of them. You've got multiple videos here saying serious stuff that you want me to agree to. I'm not agreeing to anything. Okay? Now, they would have hooked me up, bro. Don't you understand that? Back then, that's why I'm bringing this up to you. They would have already hooked me up with a lifetime this and a lifetime that based on that. Just wording, no actual nothing. So, mate, your ass is in the court. Right, show me a copy of the video. Where's the video? I didn't have to do anything. The judge is demanding it. This is the 6th appearance. So I've had enough. What is going on? These are serious things. I want proof. Have you got anything on this man at all? Anything? Okay? Because now it's not, it's, you know what I mean? So, gentlemen, never give up on yourself. You know, they would have had my ass 15 minutes earlier in the court, mate. Don't you understand that? I wouldn't have even been in the court. They would have signed their bit of paper and you walk out of the court straight away with your lifetime bit of paper. Okay? I'm the one that went into the court. I'm the one that stood there and go, I'm not agreeing to any of this. I want proof of it because I know I didn't do it. I know it's not real. Yeah? So never give up on yourself, boys. Never give up. Ladies the same. Never give up. You know, that's my lesson to you today. Understand? Understand? All right? Are you understanding? Okay? I don't drink. Fuck off, mate. Stop talking to me like that. You can get the fuck out of here anyway. Kaboom, mate. You're gone. And now I'm going to own your name. Don't go anywhere, buddy. There you go. Gotcha. I got your name. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh. Take care of yourself, boys. Try and take care of yourself. You know, don't let it stress you, and it affects your sleep, it affects your eating, it affects your everything. Okay? I don't know how to fucking explain it to you. Boom, mate, you're fucking gone. And your name. Talk your shit, man. Oh, Sandra, you got a nasty fucking mouth, love, for a bitch. Boom, mate, you're fucking gone. Nasty bitch, mate.
Hey, a road to freedom. Sorry, man, I'm just scrolling up. I hope you're well, man. Hope you're happy. Hey, ABC. I hope you're well, man. No, I haven't made any raws. I've got enough. No, I don't worry about biscuit, mate. I don't worry about that. I'm not interested in that. Don't even think about it, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'd get rid of him. I'm afraid. Uh, I've got to piss off out of here. I've got to go down and talk to somebody. That's what I'm going to do. Gets me out of the house for an hour. Yeah, good idea.
Gets me out of the house, mate.
They think I'm like, just wanted to show normal person, mate. I'm a normal person. I'm on my own. I don't have any children with me. If I did, I wouldn't be online. They seem to use that against me. You know, thinking that if I had children or whatever, I would be on live. And I was never on live. I was a dad. I'm a dad first. And if I'm on my own, then I'm on my own. But generally, I'm not. You know, back then I was, you know, mate, the stream ended. In case people need to be reminded, the stream would end at 3 o'clock because that's the time of drop off. Okay? And I don't see you again until 9 o'clock tonight. So, you know, that's after everything has been done and everyone's in bed and, you know, basically I've been kicked out of the house. You know, I'm out in the garage. And yeah, that's when I would go back online. So I didn't do any. I never had on live. There are not many lives where, and that's only because I was out there and out in the garage, and they would walk in, and you know, I turn the camera, you know, to get it off because it's looking at, it's, you know, there's nothing I could do about it. You just walk straight in. But generally, we didn't film. There was no. We were happy to be a dad, mate. That was all put away. You know, that my only priority was being a dad. That's it. That was my highest priority. Yeah. But the rest of the time, I'm making masks in the garage, and I would sell my masks on live, and I was doing pretty good. We never had any masks on the counter. You know, they were all sold. And I did that on live. I would make the mask and sell the mask, and people like that. You know, they could watch the mask being made, and then buy the mask off me. And that's how it started. I used to enjoy those days. I really did. I enjoyed those days. I made a lot of masks. You know. Whew. Yeah, I enjoyed those days. And don't forget, everyone's really, really tiny. So they're not, they need to be in bed resting. Everyone's in bed resting. Yeah? So, you know, I didn't do anything. You hear bells, man? Sorry, man. Yeah, go for a walk, man. Go and check in with the agency, mate. I've got to go and hand some paperwork. And I'll get it done today. It's Friday. I'll get it done today. So that way I don't have to worry about one less thing next week. Yeah, one more week. One more week. Oh, I don't want to walk up and... Oh, God. Well, I haven't walked down this path for a long time, to be honest. Normally I just walk on the concrete there, but... Oh, yeah. Sorry, just seeing that no one wrote anything. Cool. It's okay, man. My streams aren't really made for the people that are in my streams. My streams are made for the people that watch the stream afterwards. Okay? That's what mainly my streams are made for. Yeah. So I hope you like this, man. This is a bit of Australiana bush. I don't mind it. It's very beachy where I live. That's why we've got so much sand. Yeah, there's no Bigfoot out here, mate. No yowies, no drop bears. You know, there's no ring snakes. Yeah, there's nothing out here, man. No food or anything for them. Oh, thanks for saying hello. Thanks for saying hello. No, I can't. I don't want to. I can't read all that shit, Lance. Fucking hell, mate. And I don't even know the bloke, so no. It's a nice day outside today. What do you reckon about this 3AI Atlas? You know, what do you reckon about that one? Well, they always throw in an alien, don't they, man? Just when things are starting to fuck up on Earth, there's always an alien turning up somewhere. All right? A bloody UFO turns up, mate. A galactic force turns up, bro. You know? The world must be ready to go into reset, mate. Okay? That's the only time that these people bring out aliens, bro, is when something major is going to happen or has happened, you know? So maybe they're going to drag out the world reset, you know? and then the aliens will arrive, mate. Fucking, they're behind the sun. You know, they've arrived in a huge asteroid, looks like a stone, but it's got lights and heat coming out of it. You know, like, seriously, man. And now it's got like 4 things fucking flying around on it or something like that. Hello, gentlemen. It's got 4 things, yeah. What do you reckon about that one, mate? And they reckon they've discovered who really did the Bitcoin, mate. Who actually created it. And it's a little bit more believable than all the stories that I've heard. So there's this old 80s game. I can't remember the name of it, I'm sorry. I watch too many things. But in that 80s game, there's a currency. There's a currency. And it's the Bitcoin symbol. Okay? So they go back to it, and there's 2 programmers. And one of them's like something Nikoshi, and then the other guy's name's this, like a real name, like a Western name, and then Sakamoto is his second name. So they reckon that these are the 2 guys, you know, that created it. Those 2 guys are. So they reckon they've actually found out who had them, and they were the ones that gave the original 10 Bitcoin to some guy who ended up really sick with TCL, you know, like it's one debilitating body thing, and he died, and they put him into cryo rah, and you know, they're going to revive him when they can You know, but yeah, it leads back to them. That's the first original 10 Bitcoin were given to him. So they reckon they found who Bitcoin is. I'd be happier if it was those two, mate. I'd be happier if, rather than a whole CIA government, you know, psyop kind of thing, they invented it just to install the new, you know, reset, rah-rah. Because once the reset starts, mate, it's going to be game over. I've been worried about that a little bit too, you know, thinking about it, not worried about it really. There's nothing that I can do, nothing that we can do about it. It doesn't matter what protests you want to do or what amendments or what freaking voting you did or whatever. They're going to do it anyway. Like, absolutely. The governments do not listen to their people, man, at all. Even when you do a vote for it and it's voted, right? It doesn't matter. They're still going to pass the whatever law or whatever their intentions were going to do. Anyway. So yeah, the Great Reset will happen, mate. You know, I may not see it in my time. You know, I may not see it. I'm a bit old, mate. You might be waiting a minute. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. As long as you put 3 hours, it's all right.
As long as I can keep moving too. And they're all moving ahead with it, mate. All of them are. All the governments. They've all signed up for it, mate. That shit is scary. I think to the end of next month we have digital ID here. You know, we've already got it kind of thing through the MyGov, but it's not digital ID. They ask you to sign up for it, but I don't have it. But you've got all the services are there. They're all listed. Everything is there, mate, okay? Your tax, your child support, your Centrelink, your fucking workforce thing. Everything is listed there, man. And there's another, I don't know how many other government agencies that I haven't signed up for. Because I don't need them, right? But your Medicare, your doctors, everything is already on MyGov. So you go in there and do your digital, it's all hooked to your digital, and they've got you, mate. Like, they seriously have got a huge lock on you as an individual person. Our freedoms just as a normal bloke walking around. And then they're going to swap over to digital currency. We all know that. Okay, and that is why you're seeing the huge increases in gold and silver, platinum. You know, even stupid diamonds are going up, mate. Fuck. Gold reserves are all going. That's why they're all striving to find gold, man. Gold is going to be the only real. It always comes back to it, doesn't it, boys? Gold and silver, man. It always comes back to the gold and the silver, bro. That's been held back for absolutely years. Absolute years and years and years it's been held back. So the governments and the billionaires can buy it, you know, at a really cheap price compared to what it's actually worth. Because they're the only people that can buy it. People like me and you don't really... We don't have any metal, man. Okay? No one's got any metal, bro. Nobody. I mean, you know... I honestly, the only people that I know that have got any only had it because I told them about it and they went and got some rah-rah. That's the only people I know, mate, that have any of that. So that's going to skyrocket. But your whole life's about to change. As soon as they make it mandatory, you know, you can't, like UK, you can't get a job, you can't do this. Mate, you can't take a shit over there without being on the government ID. You know, like everywhere you go, man, whatever you do, wherever there's a camera, like you're bang, you're instantly, you know, they've got you. You know what I mean? You don't have no anonymity, you don't have any privacy, no, not that you can expect it in the public, but you know, it's going to completely change your life. Completely. And then they're going to, you know, a few years after that, they bring in the digital currency, they'll phase out the money, you can't even fucking get the money out of the bank, which you've already got those problems now. You know, people can't even get their own money out of the bank, man. The bank will stand there arguing with you. It wants receipts. It wants an interview, man. You know, like a full-on interview. It wants receipts. You know, people's names, phone numbers. You know, what conversation, you know. I watched a video this morning where a lady tried to buy some crypto and her bank refused. Absolutely refused. It would not authorize the transaction. I love that. It's her own money, you know, but she's not authorized. They're authorized. Once you give your money over to them, they own your money. You don't own your money. You've given your money to the bank. They do not own you. You don't own your money, okay? Like people are in imaginary land, Disneyland. You know, they see all these digits and shit, right? But you've got to go in there and ask permission. You've got to go in there and give time, you know. They may need a week, man, to get a couple of $1 million together, rah. You know, like, you know, you may be a multi-millionaire, man, and the most you can take out of your bank account's $1,000 because they've put a limit on it. They've put a limit on, you know, I'm just saying in the future, that's what they could do. They just put a limit on the account, you know. And in the future, it'll just be digital. Imagine that, viewer. We go to work all day, you work really hard, you get a job, rah, and everything you earn is in digital. You can't call it currency. How the fuck can you call it a currency? It's a digital token. It's a digital, you know, I don't know, a digital dream. Yeah? A digital dream. And then they'll fuck that system up too. You know that, boys, right? The same people that run this paper scheme, fiat currency scheme that we all live in will be in control of the digital fucking screen. You know, did they do any good with the paper fiat, mate? What do you think they're going to do with digital, bro? Where they can just fucking divide and fucking sell that and sell that and sell that. You know, they're going to monetize everything, man. Plants, everything. You got no idea. The entire environment is they can monetize it. You know, monetize it, sell tokens on it. Yeah? It's horrible, man. Horrible for the normal person. Our children's children, I've always told you that. It's going to be our children's children, mate, that suffer. You know, because I'll be gone, right? My generation will be gone. And then the next generation will grow up. That's all they know. They don't know anything else. That's all they've grown up in, this digital world. And then they'll ban gold and silver. They'll ban it, bro. They will ban that shit. They'll ban it. You're not allowed to own it. They'll outlaw it. Just like they did back in the old days, the government there, they came out and banned it. You're not allowed to own it. And then they revalued it. Okay? You know, like 2 years later or whatever it was, they revalued it and doubled the price of it. So basically everybody that handed their shit in just lost fucking 50% of their money, mate. Just bang. Just lost. You know, and everybody that kept their gold increased their value 50%. Because it increased, you see? So the mugs, the fucking idiots that, you know, believe in their government, handed it all in, and the smart cunts fucking put it underneath and hid it, and just kept it away until it became legal again. And then suddenly those coins from back in whatever are now worth whatever, mate. They're worth plenty, right? Because they're from that year. So they're worth more. Incredible, man. Incredible. Get shafted everywhere we go, mate. We get shafted. And men are being painted as the worst of the worst of the worst. Every single man. It doesn't matter how much, you know, they'll just hang on to the one thing that they've got to say how bad you are. I swear to God, I remember a friend told me one day, it's only the bad things that people remember. It's only the bad things. They will never remember good things about you. You know, if they can find one bad thing about you, then that's it. That justifies whatever they're thinking in their brain chat. Okay? So it only takes one thing, son. It only takes one thing that like that to happen to you. And he's right. That was Paul. Paul Heron told me that. All those years ago, and he's 100% correct. Like, he really is. They only remember, like, whatever, you know, like, remember I did those things, yelling and, you know, understand and all that kind of stuff. That's what they remember. They don't remember anything else. They just concentrate on that, you know. And even, you know, they concentrate on you yelling at some manager at Che time, and it didn't even happen. It never happened. It's a meme, a video. Like, it's not real. Yeah? I'm not in yelling at anybody, mate. Fuck, you think you can do that on live stream? My own live stream would make phone calls, bro. My own live stream would call the blue coats. My own live stream, the biggest marks in the fucking world, mate, is my live stream. If they can get you into trouble for something, bro, they'll get you into trouble for something. Okay? It's my own fucking people that watch me. You think I'm going to get away with anything? Far out, man. Oh my God, mate. My own dream would be the first ones recording me, the first ones making phone calls on me, mate. You know, they're not there to protect you. They're not there to do anything for other than fucking, mate, if they can report you and get you arrested, trust me, they'll get you arrested. Your own fucking people that watch you, mate. So that's why we've never done anything illegal or whatever. Nothing. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's fucking logical, mate. Cops will love you. Cops will love him, mate. At least he's stopping for the... He stops for the red. Oh, man. Bad idea, my son. It's good to be young, though, eh, boys? It's good to be young, you know? Good to be young. Do you have a car yet? No, mate, I'm sorry. No, mate, I don't. Okay, sorry, man. I'm broke as fuck. No, I don't. I don't, man. I'm unemployed, rah, the whole thing. It's as bad as it gets right now. But I'm okay. But I don't have a car. No, I don't have a car. I got a license. I'm halfway there. I got a license. And I don't have any car. Sucks, man, to be honest. I'm sick of hiking everywhere. Sorry, man. I'm just getting shit out of my bag. Oh shit! I didn't know that was my train. I didn't know that was mine. I thought it was the other side, mate. All right, we got on. Yeah, I haven't seen you for a while, Malachi. Hope you've been cracking, man. We're seeing
to Frankston, stopping all stations direct to Frankston.
We're seeing the slow integration of the matrix, man.
We're seeing it all fall apart, but in a real slow way. And many distractions. Many, you know, to try and keep the distractions off their brain.
There's nothing on the news. There's nothing. It's just the same drawery shit and sport every day. So they're not going to learn nothing from the news. And everywhere else is owned now.
All the other social medias except for X are owned by the Israeli now. So yeah, that blows me away. They can't do anything about it, so they buy it out, or they outlaw it and buy it out. So I think gold hit 9,000 or something like that. I heard a report. I don't know, I think silver's at 90 an ounce.
90 an ounce?
Like, I'm looking at it thinking, what is going on here? In all of 30-something, 20-something years, this shit has never gone up that much. So their paper contracts aren't working. Their paper contracts aren't as, they're not working as hard. They're not. It's not happening for them. So unless they're throwing down a ton of it, and that's the lowest that they can hold it,
then we're in for a huge explosion. We're in for a huge, massive reset, a massive something's going to happen.
Yeah, it just seems logical to me. So I'm waiting for that, but they're letting it unfold real slow. Australia only gets the digital ID next month. Next month they'll make it like half pie mandatory. You won't be able to do anything, boys. You won't be able to get a job. You won't be able to do this. The same thing as the COVID.
They'll tell you it's all non-compulsory, but you won't be able to do anything, just like COVID. Yeah, you don't have to do it, but you can't do this and you can't do that if you don't have it. Yeah, that's the same game they'll play.
Canada.
And nothing will change, boys. Your dollar, whatever, it'll just become digital.
It'll just become digital overnight, and you won't be able to remove anything. There's nothing to remove. It's digital.
So the whole system will just flip. It'll happen real quick when it happens, at their leisure. They've got until, 2030? 2030 is their plan. So they've still got a few more years.
Frankton, stopping all stations direct to Frankston.
And generally, when you let things happen slowly and you don't demand and you don't, it's not noticed. Whereas if they did things, people would notice too much. So now we've got an alien invasion again. I love this shit. It's about every 6 months, 8 months. We get a good alien invasion. A mothership or a fucking. You remember the last ones? Like there's just alien ships everywhere. They're flying around everywhere. They're gonna land, but only in America. Only in America. In America, there's thousands of UFOs running around. There's aliens everywhere. There's greys. There's Area 51. It's all happening in America. Okay.
So now we've got the AI Atlas. Like this is they're all fascinated. They're, to take it off, to sell it, to really sell it. They all went down. You got NASA, you got the Japanese, and you got the European. All of the space agencies. Yeah, they all went down. They all went flat. They all went blackout at the same time. Okay, at the same time. Like you can't, I just laugh at this shit, dude. They make movies about this shit, okay? They make movies, mate. Could you imagine being an alien? You travelled millions of miles and you get to go and meet the Orange Man.
Okay, you get off the ship and there he is, the Orange Man is there. You know what'd be even worse? Albanese. When you get off the spaceship, you're an alien and you get to meet Albanese, mate. The fucking Australian Prime Minister with his glasses on. His fucking Penny Wong sitting there beside him. Could you fucking imagine that shit? Oh, mate, that'd be a laugh.
What a laugh. It's like, I don't know, we've got until December. No, it's not going to be here until December. It's going to be behind the sun.
It's going to be behind the sun. It's fucking suddenly the thing's going to stop behind the sun. It's fucking travelling all these millions of miles, mate.
So I look forward to that, the new alien invasion for December. Yeah, we've got it booked in. It's already programmed. Hello, Amari. I hope you're well. Thank you for saying hello. I hope you're happy, healthy, and well today, mate. I hope you're cracking it somewhere.
Or someone's giving it a crack. Even better. Just get out and about, mate. Heading into Frankston, mate.
Heading into Frankston.
Bit of Australia, mate. I get a lot of American viewers apparently. A lot of American viewers, mainly males. I get a few females in my chat. 0.3% need subtitles,
Now arriving at
which is pretty weird.
Frankston. This train will be terminating at Frankston.
Go and see what weirdos are hanging around Frankston today, man. I suppose I'm one of those weirdos. Oh, God. Thank you for viewing my streams too. People seem to be watching my streams. I appreciate you. I get a lot of views after the fact. So, thank you very much. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, I'd appreciate it. Just leave a like. That would be nice. Not too many live streamers kicking around these days. Most of them been done over, mate. Most of them have lost their accounts and, get banned and they end up in jail and shit. That's better. Frankston, mate. Frankston. It's a bit chilly out here today, boys. Frankston, mate. Frankston. It's 7-Eleven. It's the Lord Dobby, brother, the Lord Dobby. Not anymore. Not anymore, brother. I've got my own totem pole, and I'm the fucking top of the totem pole. You know, there is no totem pole anymore, mate. I don't believe in it. You know, I don't have to do any of that anymore. So no. But that's how it felt. And I come to that realization when I did the men's behaviour course. I didn't understand, man. You know, like I had to go and get diagnosed and to understand myself. You know, I went to lengths to try and understand myself. Why did I react that way? Why? Because I've never been that way in my life. I don't have any previous charges for anything, mate, other than growing some pot, whatever. I certainly have never hurt anybody. Never done anything like that or threatened anybody or whatever. So no, I'm on my own totem pole at the moment, mate. I'm my own totem pole. Well, responsible for yeah, that's not how it works, man. That's not how it works, okay? There is only a men's behaviour course. Women's behaviour courses don't exist. So only men are held responsible for their words and actions. When they do anything, it's called empowerment. They're empowered, you know. And they, like, honestly, yeah, and the idea of the courts, mate, and both the magistrates and all of that is to keep you on the back foot all the time. And they don't answer questions, they don't do anything, they just accuse. They come up with more accusations and more storylines, but they don't answer to that, to whatever you're saying, okay? And that's how they work. In their brain, that's normal, that's legit. No, they're not responsible at all, man. It is definitely your fault. Whatever is wrong in that person's life is definitely your fault. Okay, whatever you did or whatever you said 10 years ago still matters now. And that's just the truth of it, mate. You just go and do the course and you'll understand and agree with me. Like, I'm not lying to you in any way. You'll certainly understand that if you go and do that course. Okay? What time is it, man? Is it 3 o'clock? I might get on now. I've still got 2 hours. Someone has to be to blame, dude, okay? Someone has to. And you are, or, you know, we are men, are that, we are that. Yeah. It's amazing how it's always our fault. Always. I told you, man, it doesn't matter what they say to you or do to you or whatever. It's only your response that is the abuse. Only that is the abuse, okay? It's never how much whatever they've said to you or whatever. It's only you yelling at them or you saying the word no and not agreeing with them and you just won't give in to them. Yeah, that's abuse. All of what I just said there is abuse in the eyes of the Lord, of the eyes of the government, you know, of these report people and everything, mate, you know. And then from there, mate, they can say that you SA'd them and, you know, you're in a relationship, but you SA'd them. Like, are you kidding me, man? They can just accuse you of whatever they want. Anything they want, mate, they can just accuse you of it. And that person will 100% believe them. There will be no doubt, you know, you definitely did this, you're definitely guilty. And they don't even talk to you. They do not need to talk to you. You know, they've spoken to the Holy of Holies. And, yeah, that's as far as that it needs to be proven. Doesn't need any kind of, you know, but hey, if you're out there hurting, you know, and you're doing things wrong and so forth, then I totally agree with the woman. Okay, I really, really do. There are terrible examples of this. But if you're not, and the idea is to alienate you from your children, and that is the whole goal, is to alienate you from your children. And they can spin it any way they want, but it's pure alienation. They're just finding any kind of reason, whatever they can think of, anything at all. Anything, don't you understand? They grab hold of anything at all to legitimise and to make themselves say to themselves, I was correct. You know, look, I was correct. You know, I've withheld everything for years and years and years, but look, he just said this, and that legitimises my, you know, my whole thing. Yeah? Even if it's from previous rah-rah, it still legitimises it in their eyes. So, and by the law's eyes too, men. And by the law's eyes too, the court's eyes and so forth. You're not allowed to show any emotion. You're not allowed to be hurt in any way that you haven't been able to do whatever you've... Not at all. Absolutely not. The magistrate court's the same, mate. It took a lot, mate, to get them into court and have the DVO dismissed, and you know they're not getting their lifetime thing that they wanted, and you know that took a lot of work. You know, they adjourned that for 3 months at a time, adjourned 6 times, so 18 months in total. It was adjourned, and they get 3 months to try and find some kind of proof against you. Anything at all, whatever they can get, man. Even a comment, if you leave a comment on Facebook or whatever. Oh, mate, everything is recorded, right? And there's nothing. I never did anything. I was offline for 2.5 years. You know, we didn't go online at all. Like, at all. So... I fulfilled my end of the order, bro. I fulfilled it, right? Fulfill, is that the word? Yeah. Anyway, I've got to go and talk to this lady now, and I'll talk to you a bit later.